Pura Vida to me is like, it's where science and religion meet with no argument. It's a state of mind. It's a state of mind, you cannot pass it until you feel it.
Just the purity of enjoying life.
I mean, how are you not going to fall in love with everything you have here?
And it's inside, like love.
Every day has a little pura vida in it.
En la vida tiene dos opciones, o pura vida o nada.
I was born in Nosara River when I was only 7 months in my mama's belly.
When I was a kid, I lived with my family in San Jose in a little village close to San Jose.
I've been living here in Costa Rica for half of my life.
I got to Costa Rica as an exchange student.
I was born in the States, in the United States, in California, and my mom brought me here when I was like 4 or 5. And I've been living in Costa Rica ever since.
I was told when I first came here and I didn't speak a lot of Spanish, I was told, if you don't learn Spanish, you just have to learn one word, whatever. Say hello, say goodbye, say how are you.
Pura Vida, to me, personally, used to wake up every morning and open my eyes and realize I have monkeys waking me up. I have birds singing in my ears, and after a cup of coffee or tea, I go catch some waves as work. That is the Pura Vida. Once I start my day like that, I go on all day, no matter how hard it is or how heavy it is to work that day. It feels cool, it feels good. Something that comes from in out.
The sense of being, the sense of belonging somewhere and knowing and helping out everyone else, that's Pura Vida. You can take everything out, the people is what makes it.
There's something to be said about Costa Ricans really being able to enjoy very simple things and a very simple lifestyle.
As a Costa Ricans, we keep our stuff and we take care of what we have. And that makes us live without thinking like I need more.
You see people around here, their kids are walking barefoot. They don't care of that, you know. What they care is that at the end of the day or 3 times a day we'll have meals for these kids. People living day by day, I think, makes it Pura Vida for all of us.
Even when people has no money, no cars, they still like can enjoy this Pura Vida style.
I was living with a local family. You know, they were pretty much living in poverty. I mean, we was just like in the shack in the back of some old junkyard. What I really remember about that experience was that they were watching TV on this little TV set, and I just remember looking at them and seeing how happy they were. Like they were just smiling and laughing and realizing how much like they were just genuinely happy people, even though they had very little.
It's the nicest feeling, but it can also be very dangerous.
We took the Pura Vida to the next level where we don't care. And not everybody is Pura Vida, or the Pura Vida is not always good. To give you a good example of how good Pura Vida is not, it can be when a lot of Costa Ricans don't care about politics. A lot of Costa Ricans don't care about what the government is doing. Unfortunately, we have road situation here. We have corruption that is, everybody knows about it. Nobody is in jail, but also nobody cares.
If you're too relaxed about something, it seems like you don't actually worry about what you're doing or what you want to achieve.
People like to use the Pura Vida as a sign of you shouldn't worry that much about what's going on. No, Pura Vida, man. Just flow with whatever's happening. Sometimes you just can't be Pura Vida. Pura Vida has gotten complicated over the years. 30 years ago, yes, we were all Pura Vida. Like 40 years ago, even better. We were all local, we were rural, we were all trying to work our way around things.
It's just such a relaxed environment. It's really hard to get things done on time. And in a lot of cases, you just have to let go. And so the things like, oh, today I wanted to get this whole list of things done and I couldn't, you know, does it really matter that I didn't do it today? I'll do it tomorrow. And so that you have to look for the things that you can control, that are within your control, and accept what's, you know, someone else's thing.
I flew airplanes for 2 years on an airline. I studied for that. I was a private pilot. And after 2 years, I realized that wasn't for me. I wanted to just come and live the pura vida right here, like surfing every day and doing what I wanted, making little money, enough to eat and to get ahead with my life for tomorrow a little bit, but mostly for today. And I left everything behind. I quit my job, I sold my car, I just took my dog with me. It was 12 years ago. And I came down to Nosara where I was born, and every day I woke up being like so grateful. Thank you, God, you know, whichever God represents in your heart. Thank you, God, I have this. You know, I found myself again where I was born, doing not what I wanted, but truly something that really made me feel good. I could tell the pura vida feeling was when I left real life behind.
I fell in love with working with turtles as an intern. And every time I came to Costa Rica, I felt more and more like I wanted to live here. But I remember very strongly after finishing my master's research, at the time I was here about half of the year. And every time I left, it was kind of harder. I was like a mess the day I had to leave. I was crying and really upset. I remember calling my mother on the way to the airport. That's it. I'm over it. I'm moving to Costa Rica, and I bought the flight.
I was born in the United States, and I lost contact with my dad for many years. It turns out that I was working in the shitty call center, and I had it. And I called my dad, and he said, "Why don't you come over here and try to work, try to get something going here in the U.S." I was like, "Yeah, I'll go." He paid for my trip. I got there, and I couldn't take it. For about a month, I said, "Nah, this is not my thing. I want to go back to my country. I want to go back to my friends, to my family, to what I was trying to do." And that's the first thing I did. I went into a tattoo artist in Heredia. It has a whole bunch of things, but at the moment, it was my way of making it up. I'm more Costa Rican than anything else. So.
Pura vida is a feeling, pura vida is love, and pura vida is peace.
Live simply.
Being always happy.
Nature, family, and sense of humor.
Family, which is the most important thing. Your homies, your people that you work with, your friends, and everybody that you're going to meet along the way that you haven't met.